Welcome back, Egyptology lovers. Now we are moving to plate 28, which is also a continuation of the plate from 27. And this is a part of the series which is between plate 25 and 28. So the transformation magical spells. So in plate 28, which is chapter 84, and it's 𝓄𝓖𝓇𝓏, whose heron this time without breeding plumes. So you can see them over here. The same heron you saw before has no breeding plumes on the back of its head. Once again, the text of the chapter apparently has nothing to do with either the 𝓄𝓖𝓇 or its title. For example, chapter for being transformed into a heron, the magician, which this text mentions is the personification of the Heka magic. So to become a magician, to be able to use the magic, nothing to do with the heron, it's just dealing with magic. The scribe whose job it was to insert Ani's name everywhere in the papyrus has again omitted it from the last column before the next chapter. So you could see again the omission of Ani's name for the afterlife, because you have it here as for the Osiris, but no Ani, so omitted again for the afterlife. The 𝓄𝓖𝓇 for chapter 81a shows Ani's head emerging from a lotus bloom or blossom on a pool, a scene that brings to mind the god Nefertum, right over here, Nefertum, who is also depicted in this manner and who is mentioned in the longer versions of this book of 81b. The lotus was particularly popular symbol of rebirth and rejuvenation among the Egyptians. As is the case in most other transformation spells, the lotus and Nefertum have a close association with Re in his aspect of the creator deity. So you can see it over here. In fact, it is Re himself who illustrates the final transformation spell of Ani's papyrus in chapter 80, right over here. Re himself. Re has a protean quality. He is also the god with whom other deities most frequently were synchronized, perhaps because of so many attributes. The title of this chapter, Making Transformation into a God and Giving Light and Darkness, alludes to this quality. The intent is most likely to enable the deceased to transform himself or herself into any deity they desire, since Ra can become morph into any god because of his abilities, and therefore they choose him here in order to be able to do the same in the afterlife. So this is the complete description of this plate. We're going to go ahead and start reading, starting from over here, and then working our way again westward. We're doing retrograde once more, and then we're moving from right to left. So stay tuned for the translation. Being transformed into a heron, words spoken by the Osiris scribe Ani. Continuing up here, I am the mightiest of the bulls, forceful one amongst you. Continuing over here, the braided locks that I am, which are in on your head. Continuing up here, of you shorn priests, so shaven head, the shorn basically is shaven head of the priests. You old folk of the sunshine, and whose stroke is sharp. Continuing here, the Osiris Ani, vindicated in peace. And this is Iu, this is introducing a new sentence, but probably combined with Ani's name. And the terror of him which is on the sky. So you could see here that this was written in afterwards. You could see the same penmanship and then changes afterwards. Now this is an expression means vice versa. So it could go one way or the other. So this is something we use as vice versa, but one way or the other. Continuing with Iu again, new sentence. It is my strength which makes me victorious to the heights, which goes up here, the heights of the sky. Continuing now, I am held in respect to the breadth, which is a measurement, of the sky. Now the word sky is not here, it's just simply implied. My strides are to the town of the silent lands. I have gone, continuing up here, and caused to, back down, reach, and over here, 𝓄𝓖𝓇𝓏. 𝓄𝓖𝓇𝓏 is a city, district, town, or a nome. It's known as Hermopolis in Greek, and it has the hare, which is a rabbit, as you can see here, reclining, as its main deity. I have thrown out the gods from their path, and I have struck down those who are wakeful, this is together, wakeful, within their shrines. Continuing up here, I know of those primordial waters of the sky. I know of the emerging earth. Continuing now, I know of the red one, I who thrust with its horns. Now, this goes over here. I know, which is also down here, you can see it, know the magician, and I hear his words. Now, I am this red wild bull who is in writing. Words spoken by the gods who plunder for you and who loosen your head. He has come before me. This is you, it's not pronounced. While the early mornings were ignorant of you. Continuing, the fault is in my body, and continuing up here, and I will not say in the place of righteousness like today. Righteousness runs upon her eyebrows. So eyebrows. On the night of sailing upstream to the day festival. And then the old woman who lies down guarded, collected in form, since her land is guarded for the Osiris, which is here Osiris, scribe Ani, vindicated or justified. Continuing here, I will not enter into the place of execution of the netherworld, or the duat. I am one who has made the spirits of Osiris. I have made content those hearts of who are in his suit. Continuing up here, I do not fear to create you in awe of those who are in your midst or in your surrounding. For I am lifted and I am aloft. Continuing up here. Now this I also continues up there. Upon the standard and upon my throne. I am, these are together, Nun, the primordial water. The doers of wrong cannot harm me. Continuing here, I am, which is up here, Shu, which is the god of the air, one of the primeval gods. This is together, primeval gods. And this, my divine soul, and this, my eternal soul. Continuing, I am, this is together, he who created the darkness, and up here now, and who made his seat in the boundaries or the limits of the upper sky, ruler of everlasting. So here it says, I am, he who is on high, Lord of Tebu, or Chebu. Chebu is a town. It's an ancient town in the 10th Upper Egyptian nome. I am young in the city. Continuing here, I am a boy in the fields. And such is my name, for my name will not perish. The soul who created of the primordial waters. I who made his seat in the god's domain, and my nest will not be seen. And my egg will not be embalmed or mummified. Continuing here, I am the Lord of myriads. I have made, continuing up here, my nest, which continues up here, nest, in the boundaries of the upper sky, when I came forth to the earth of Geb. I have gotten rid of my bitterness, so removed my bitterness. I have seen, continuing up here, my Father, and over here, the Lord of the evening. As for the Osiris, and this is where Ani is supposed to be put in, but they neglected to put it or forgot to put it, the Osiris scribe Ani, which his body is within Heliopolis or Iunu, and who governs those who are on the dusk upon the mound of the western ibis. So that completes this chapter for the Book of the Dead, chapter 84. So now what we're going to do is proceed over to the Lotus Flower chapter, which is chapter 81a. So let's go for that. All right, now reading the lotus transformation, it says it here, being transformed into a lotus, words spoken by the Osiris Ani. I am a pure lotus, which has gone forth from the sunshine, and relating to the nose of Re, and also relating to the head of Hathor, which I have made. I have descended so that I may seek it, which continues here, seek it of him for Horus. I am the pure one who issued it or gone forth from it, from the fen, or the field of offerings, or the field of reeds. All right, now we're going to go over to the next one, which is the transformation into the sun god. So let's go into that. Here it says, being transformed into a god and giving light and darkness. Words spoken by the Osiris scribe Ani vindicated. I am one who donned or wore the white and bright fringed cloak of Nun, which was relating to upon his breast, which gives light in darkness and unites the two companion goddesses, which is up here now, who are in my body by means of the great magic which is upon my mouth. And my fallen enemy who was with me in the valley of Abju or Abydos, I will not raise up. And I am content. Now this is a bit strange, this text, but sometimes it's written that way. I am the remembrance of him. All right, this is you now. We don't pronounce this. Introduce a new sentence. I have taken authority in my city, and I have found, continuing up here, him in it. This is you. Introduces a new sentence. It says, I have brought darkness in my power. This is you again for a new sentence. I have rescued the eye from its non-existence. Continuing up here. I have come to the festival of the 15th day. You, a new sentence. I have separated Set, the evil uncle, from the houses which are above, because of the elders who are with him. I, which is over here, I, coming back down, have equipped past tense, Thoth, in the mansion of the moon. For I have come to the festival of the 15th day. I have taken possession of the Wererit crown, which is the white crown of Upper Egypt. This is 𝑓 is a new sentence here. And the right or justice is in, continuing up here, my, back down again, body. And then we're going to go right over here. And also the turquoise. So this is turquoise. And faience of the monthly festival. And of, now this is 𝑓, it's a new sentence, combines the two, of my fields, which are among the lapis lazuli, which are in his riverbanks. I am, which continues here, I am the woman who brightens or lightens darkness. I have come to lighten darkness, and for him it is bright. I have lightened darkness, which continues up here, darkness. I have felled the evil spirits. I have given praise to those who are in the darkness. I have made the mourners of you whose faces are hidden rise up or stand up. Continuing here, even though it was languid, which was the faces, upon seeing you. This is you, it's not pronounced for the final sentence here. As for you, I am the woman, and I do not, which is right here, not permit for you, these two are together, you to hear. All right, so that's the completion of plate 28, and this is the completion as well for the entire spell manifestation section between 25 and 28. I hope you enjoyed seeing and watching the different magic that was incorporated into text in order to be able to transform into different beings and different aspects for the afterlife. Thank you very much for watching these videos. I'll be doing plate 29 next, so stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoy. Please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok, which I have. And of course, YouTube. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Have a great day.